First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders in Great Millstone who rule well, teach well, with honesty, sincerity, integrity, and humility. Also, the brothers who labor in this truth with those same attributes, and the brothers and sisters that listen in with those same attributes and that believe in this truth. I'm gonna touch on this real briefly. I just seen a bill that just got passed. A House passes anti-Asian hate crime bill. We can read a little bit of it. The House on Tuesday passed the Senate bill with a 364 to 62 vote to address the rise in anti-hate crimes during the COVID-19 pandemic. The legislation, which the Senate passed in a 94 to 1 vote last month, directs the Department of Justice to expedite the review of COVID-related hate crimes that were reported to law enforcement agencies and help them establish ways to report such incidents online and perform public outreach. All right. Okay, let's see. We can go there. All 62 no votes were from Republican lawmakers. Rep. Chip Roy from Republican Texas said on the House floor ahead of the vote that he didn't support the measure because he didn't think it would be effective. We can't legislate away hate, Roy said. Right. The people that's putting this anti-hate, these people, they hate Jacob. These same people, they put in laws to make sure Jacob is incarcerated. They do projects on us, right? That's why you see public housing. Most of the people in public housing is Jacob, right? These people, this is what they do, but they want to talk about hate, right? But this is all a ploy. This is all a setup just to get this is the beginning to start saying, just to get the FBI, and Biden get the FBI aware to anti-hate groups, right? They wanted to go against hate groups, right? So this is what they doing, right? Let's get back. Let's read a little bit more, and then we're gonna get into some scriptures. I'm gonna show you a few articles, and then we're gonna get into some scriptures, right? I was just looking, see what pops out. Okay, about 100 Asian American and LGBTQ groups, however, raised concerns about the legislation ahead of the vote. They argue that the legislation fails to provide resources to address the cause of anti-Asian bias and in turn ignores police violence against black and brown communities. All right. Hate crime classification and statistics do not change the structural conditions that lead to violence against marginalized communities, the group said in a joint statement last week. So, bottom line, let's read the top. There has been a lot of attention, national attention, to the injustice that have targeted our Asian, that's AAPI is about the Asian Americans, something PI community. Harris continuing, this is a moment for all Americans to stand together. We stand together unified, saying harm anyone against is a harm against all of us. And we will stand together in support of all our communities to protect and honor who they are, right? So, bottom line, they passing these bills to eventually they creeping up to get close to us, Jacob, right? That's what they ultimately want to do, is get to that we're going to go to it. Let's go to the first one. We'll start off as let's start off as Project Megiddo. Project Megiddo was a report researched and written by the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation under Director Louis Freeh, released on October 20, 1999. The report named followers of white supremacy, Christian identity, the American militia movement, Black Hebrew Israelites. Again, they call us Black Hebrew Israelites to demonize us because we know we ain't black. Black is void of light. We ain't gonna get into that, but again, that's what they use. Black Hebrew Israelites and apocalyptic cults, right? People who want to see this place destroyed, right? Apocalyptic cults, right? So that goes under anybody who believes in revelations, right? In the book of Revelations, right? And all through the Bible discussing how this place will be destroyed, right? So that's Project Megiddo, right? That's been set up by the Federal Bureau. So listen, if you've been talking against, speaking the scriptures, prophesizing against this place, trust me, you being watched by the Federal Bureau, the FBI, right? This is why this group was set up. For over 4,000 years, Megiddo, a hill in northern Israel, has been the site of many battles. Ancient cities were established there to serve as a fortress on the plain of Jezreel to guard a mountain pass. As Megiddo was built and rebuilt, one city upon the other, a mound or hill was formed. The Hebrew word Armageddon means hill of Megiddo. In English, the word has come to represent battle itself. The last book in the New Testament of the Bible designates Armageddon as the assembly point and the apocalyptic setting of God's final and conclusive battle against evil. The name Megiddo is an apt title for a project that analyzes those who believe the year 2000 will usher in the end of the world and who are willing to perpetuate acts of violence to bring the end about. First off, we know everything with us us Hebrew Israelites is spiritual. We're not going to do anything carnal. We're ushering in the spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai to come to destroy this place. Plain and simple. Babylon will be destroyed, right? And so they will have. So again, it's subjected as terrorism, right? Because we ushering in, through the spirit. They look at it like this is terrorism, right? So there you go, right there. So that bill that you just seen passed by the anti-Asians is just the beginning of what's to come, right? And now this is prophesized, right? Where we're at in prophecies, as you can see, you seen the great multitude being woken up. This word's been spread through all four corners of the earth via the internet, right? You have rumors of war, right? You have pandemics, right? We have, the fiat, the dollar dropping, right? Cryptocurrency is here. Soon going to be digital current. Soon everybody's going to be receiving that RFID MOB, right? And the prelude is that vaccination, right? So we right here, right? So let's go into hate groups. A hate group is a social group that advocates and practices hatred, hostility, or violence towards members of a race, ethnicity, nation, religion, gender identity, sexual orientation, or any other designated sector of society. So if you're not with this alphabet group, if you're not with, because they talk about white supremacy, but white supremacy is basically keeping us Hebrew Israelites down. That's continuing white supremacy. Christianity is continuing white supremacy with their Caesar Borgia, right? But see, they're gonna look at it what's going against their fabric of how they do things, right? United States, according to the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation, a hate group primary purpose to promote animosity, hostility, and malice against persons belonging to a race, religion, disability, sexual orientation, or ethnicity, national origin, which differs from that of the members of the organization. So they basically essentially saying that the Bible promotes hate, which is shit. It's a Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated, right? So it absolutely promotes hate, right? But we know it's going to be brought down spiritually, right? But look, let's go. So monitoring. In the U.S., the FBI does not publish a list of hate groups. And it also says that investigations are only conducted when a threat or advocacy of force is made, when the group has the apparent ability to carry out the proclaimed act, and when the act was constitute potential violation of federal law. The FBI maintains statistics on hate crimes, right? So that's basically telling you right there, right? So when we're speaking on the highways and byways, on the platforms, YouTube, right now it's not a threat. They will say it's not a threat, but we know it is a threat because it's bringing down their kingdom, right? Again, like I said, the great multitudes waking up. They being found out their lies, right? Let's look what it says. There you go. 2 private American nonprofit organizations that monitor intolerance and hate groups are the Anti-Defamation League, ADL, and the Southern Poverty Law Center. We're going to look at those in a second. They maintain lists of what they deem to be hate groups, supremacist groups, and anti-Semitic, anti-government, or extremist groups that have committed hate crimes. The reason why I wanted to say that anti-Semitic, Shemitic, right? We come from Shem, right? Esau come from Shem. So how are we, that's our brother. So how are we anti-Semitic, right? We are Shemitic, right? However, that's what they're going to use. That's going to be part of what, that's why you see people like Nick Cannon and other people, when they say something, they get their platform shut down because they so-called anti-Semitic, right? But we know, how can they be anti-Semitic when they come from they come from Shem, right? So let's go into what the ADL is. The Anti-Defamation League, formerly known as the Anti-Defamation League of B'nai B'rith, is an international Jewish non-governmental organization based in the United States. It was founded in late September 1930 by the Independent Order of B'nai B'rith, a Jewish service organization, in the wake of continuous conviction of murder of Leo Frank, right? And you had that movie, but bottom line is, Anton, with the focus on combating I jumped all the way down to here. It's where it says, with the focus with combating anti-Semitism and other forms of hate and fighting domestic extremism, both online and off. You hear that? So that's why you see brothers' pages getting shut down. That's the ADO. You know who runs everything in this place? The so-called Jewish people, right? Amalek, right? The Amalekites, right? They're not the Jews, the real Jews. Yeah, they come from Shem, right? But they're not Jewish, right? We're the real Jews coming from Jerusalem, Judah, right? So there you go, right there. Let's go right there and go to Project Megiddo. Nope, we did that. Let's go to the Salakia. Hold up. Let me go to. Okay, no, Salakia. Went there. Salakia. Let's go here. Boom. Let's go to Southern Poverty Law. The Southern Poverty Law Center is an American 5013C nonprofit legal advocacy organization specialized in civil rights and public interest litigation based in Montgomery, Alabama, and is known for its legal cases against white supremacist groups, its classification of hate groups, right? We just showed that, right? And other extremist organizations, and for promoting tolerance education programs, right? So these groups are set up, right? And they help they assist the FBI on targeting and locating extremist hate groups, right? But who's the ultimate group they want to rule out, right? They know them so-called Caesar Borgians, right? Them followers, right? Serapis followers, right? They know those people are nobodies, right? You got some people in the Christianity that is really big on, the mark of the beast. They have some information about that. They have, especially in the Bible Belt, you have some, definitely, right? But they mainly looking to rule out us, Jacob, the Hebrew Israelites, and the ones that is out there prophesizing against this place, prophesizing the downfall of this place, prophesizing World War III, right? Apocalyptic things, right? But we know when this place get wiped out, we will come back. We will come back, not inhabit Babylon, but we're gonna go back to our land, and we're gonna have these motherfucking devils, Amalekite, right, rebuilding our fucking land with the other nations, right? Let's go. Let's rebuilding our land. Salakia for my language. Now let's get into some scriptures and we're gonna end it. Let's start off with Revelations. Revelations 2. And we're going to go to 10. Revelations 2 and 10. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil, right, the deceiver, shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. That's been the theme, right? Be faithful unto death. Suffer the patience. This devil's gonna cast us in the prison, right? For what we believe and what we prophesize against this place, right? But we gotta be faithful unto death, and we will receive the crown of life, right? Let's get it. Let's get some more. Let's get some more. Let's go to Luke 12 and 11. And when they bring you unto the synagogues, and unto magistrates and powers, and take ye no thought how or what thing ye shall say, answer or what ye shall say, or what ye shall answer, Salakia, or what ye shall say, right? So when they bring us in front of these fucking devils, these people, these right? No matter what you should say, we in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We go willingly too. When they come into your door, go willingly. You know, just like when they took our big brother Yahweh Shai. He went willingly, right? And when Peter in his zeal cut off that man's ear, and it's just Yahweh Shai to fix his ear back, right? We gonna go willingly, cause we know in the spirit Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, this place is done. This place is done. And when we ain't worried about what they going, who investigating against us. This place is done, right? We ain't worried about. We ain't never scared. Like with your boy Bone Collector, we ain't never scared. We come through the spirit, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We don't care what laws you gonna create and how much channels you gonna knock down, and eventually you gonna be at our door. Let's go to Matthew 10 and 19. But when they deliver you up, Matthew 10 and 19. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak. For it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. Given to you by the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. If any man speak, let him speak the oracles of the Most High. We don't fret, we don't worry, right? Let's finish off. Or matter of fact, let's get 24. For it is not ye that speak, but the spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. Let's finish it off. You know, Isaiah 54, we're going to go to 17. Isaiah 54 and 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Most High Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Most High Yahweh. So we ain't worried about what these people gonna do. Let them do their business. Let they do their job. We gotta do our job, right? That's why we gotta keep our eyes single, and that's what's been the thing. Stay focused. We going into Jacob's trouble. This is what's gonna happen in Jacob's trouble. Some of us gonna be tried for 10 days. Some of us gonna be martyrs, but we gonna be faithful until the end to receive that crown of life. All right, so with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and great millstone who rule well and teach well and taught me this truth. And also the brothers who labor in this truth with sincerity, honesty, and integrity, and the believers, the brothers and the few sisters that believe in this truth. Shalom.